I'm going to spend this morning in Davy Crockett's birthplace state park here. Here's a sign about the Civil War in Greene County. Yeah, Tennessee was one of those states that most of the people actually favored going to the Union, but I think they went to the South, if I remember right. That's why they call them the Tennessee Volunteers, because a lot of them volunteered to go north. They even wanted to create a separate state. There was the Battle of Limestone here. Nearby, the Battle of Limestone on September 8, 1863 was for control of eastern Tennessee and Virginia Railroad. Greenville changed hands several times during the war. Yeah, John Morgan was from over here around Greenville. He's the guy I encountered up in Ohio and Indiana. He was a raider. Greenville was also the home to Andrew Johnson, who moved here from North Carolina in 1826. He became the president after Lincoln was assassinated. And we saw his museum and stuff over in Greenville yesterday. Didn't go in, we just drove by him with Kathleen. I'll pan down here slowly, and I'll take some photographs of this a little bit later. If you can even read it or not. Anyway, Crockett lived in several places here in Tennessee. Yeah, he was born there at number 1. Let's see, and number 2, he's about 6 years old. Family moves to number 2, near the headquarters of Lick Creek. And next year they moved to number 3, home to a mill site on Cove Creek. Then their mill was destroyed by a flood, so they moved to number 4. 1794, he was about 8 then. And 2 years later, they opened a tavern at number 5. And then 1806, he was 20 years old. He married Polly Finley, and they live in Finland Gap, which is number 6 on the map here. Okay, then he went south down here. Let's see, I can get this in right perspective here. Anyway, Dave, Polly, and 2 sons moved to Mulberry Creek in Lincoln County. In number 8, 2 years later, they moved to Beans Creek in Franklin County. In number 9, Dave and second wife, Elizabeth, moved to Lawrence County. And after a devastating flood, Crockett's moved to number 10 in Rutherford. And then, following my political defeat, Crockett heads to Texas to find a new home. Anyway, then here's some stuff about the state park. Okay, and here's Davy Crockett's cabin. Presumably where he was born. I don't know if it's original or reconstructed. I suspect it's been reconstructed. Because it would have been going on how many years ago? Almost 300 years ago. Big picnic area here. There's a nice shelter. A lot of picnic tables around. Of course, this would have been probably the place where they did their smoking. There's like a baking oven there. Not sure what that is. It may tell somewhere here. Oh yeah, we know what this is, don't we? It's a thing you hold your wood with if you want to do some whittling. Alright, so you can't go in here. There's an iron gate. What you can do is look inside the cabin. The cradle. Stairs going up to the upper floor. Wooden bowl on the table and a fireplace. That's pretty much it. Can't really see much, I don't think, with this cabin, with this lighting in here. So you bake the bread here. That is probably the smokehouse. Campfire here. I'm not sure what the significance of it was. Not much signage here to tell what's what, so kind of on my own here. So they got this old piece of wood here on a pedestal. I'm not sure what for. Switching hands here. I'm lugging along a coffee pot as I go, or a coffee cup as I go. Need to go back to the car and put it away. Well, there's a thing here for information, but there's no information. So looks like it's a garden. Go over here and see what this is. Probably just a monument. This looks like this wall has plaques from all the states of the Confederacy, it looks like. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Arkansas, Virginia, Tennessee, Texas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. See what's over here. And this is the north: Delaware, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, West Virginia, New Hampshire, New York, Vermont, New Jersey, Maryland, and Maine. I didn't see them all there though. North Dakota, Washington, Michigan, Ohio, Idaho. All right, now we're just getting all the states here. So I don't know, maybe it had nothing to do with the Civil War. Wyoming, state of Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma, Iowa, Nevada. Ain't that one out of copper, and it's all, the rest you can't tell. California, Nebraska, Missouri, Hawaii. Completed in 1967 Monument Committee. Okay. Alright, so we got a monument here, all the states. Monument replaced at Davy Crockett celebration August 15th, 1965 by Limestone Puritan Club, or Ruritan Club. So it's just a monument. Original monument placed by Davy Crockett Historical Society August 15th, 1890. So this must be a replacement. Davy Crockett, pioneer, patriot, soldier, trapper, explorer, state legislature, congressman, martyred at the Alamo. I don't remember where Crockett's buried. Might have to Google that. Okay, I'm going to drop off this movie camera and my coffee cup, which is now empty, and go walk around and take some photos.